Obviously, you had some scary situations last year with the concussions, and it's just tough to deal with, obviously. But now you're kind of clean slate, another year in Washington. How are you feeling, kind of physically, and going into this new year?
Yeah, it's a blessing to be able to make a full recovery from especially a head injury. So I had 2 last year, and went and saw a lot of professionals to figure out, okay, what's some potential long-term things with my my example, and felt really good coming back for the playoffs, and have made a full recovery, stayed healthy ever since then, and we're looking forward to year 9 now. Wow.
to that point, year 9, what continues to motivate you? That constant hunger you have. What is it? How do you do that?
Yeah, I think just it's human nature to want to continue to progress in your craft, and if you find something that you're passionate about, if you're fortunate enough to have that as your job, it really continues to feed that fire. And I'm in a fortunate position, very blessed to be in a position where I can come out here and play football and entertain the world on the football field. And so it's been awesome to continue to push, and now getting as an older guy to help the younger guys also come along and find the best version of themselves and hopefully make an impact as well. And so putting all of that together really makes it exciting, especially being out here in DC. Just the culture around football out here is truly incredible. Being out in the town and stuff like that, always taking pictures, things like that. Like, I love it because that's so special to have the community involved, because we all really truly feel like we're together out here.
Speaking of the youth and speaking of the community, we had over 100 high school coaches that were out here today. What does that mean as the Commanders continue to give back?
Yeah, I think it's awesome when organizations that have so much influence put themselves in a position to also encourage others, show others their way as well. Especially with DQ. If you're a coach, I would highly recommend trying to get 5 minutes of DQ's time just to see his philosophy, how he pushes the team, and how he coaches brotherhood, because I really truly believe that it helps you bring more out of your guys than you can actually coach. You can actually coach the fundamentals, but you can't coach the chemistry that helps make it kind of gel together on the field.
Personally, what is your message to the youth?
Hey, continue to find what your passion, and continue to make the most of the opportunity. But it all starts with finding what you think is fun. When I started playing football, it was something that was fun for me, and you continue to grow and push yourself into it, and then it became a job eventually. But it started, as something that was, for fun in the beginning.
How much does having that continuity with all the offensive coaches coming back help a group take a step from year 1 to year 2?
Yeah, great question. I was talking to Jaden about this, actually. We were talking about how having the same offense back to back, and how it doesn't necessarily slow the game down, but mentally you're able to process a little bit more, so you're able to keep more on your plate, and so it gives the kind of a confidence in yourself that where you're supposed to be, the steps. Still got get the younger guys and the new guys up to speed, but it's a lot easier to get a few guys in the whole squad.
Hey, Austin, Coach Lynn talked about the running back room, and you talked about some of the younger guys. Could you talk a little bit about that, because he said you all really have a lot of talent there?
Yeah, absolutely. We have 8 guys in the running back room. This is the most I've ever had, and so it's competitive. But what I love most about this group, it kind of comes down from DQ's philosophy, but just continue the brotherhood. And for myself, I've always been an advocate of helping the young guys. Like, my message is, you're trying to compete and take my job, and it's my job to hold my job. We want it to be competitive because it pushes everyone. That's what it continues to keep that fire that I was just talking about burning within us. And so we're out here encouraging each other out here, continue to compete. High fives. Hopefully everyone makes plays and stays healthy, because it takes a village to push this thing forward into the season. We know we play a lot of running backs here last year, so whatever crew we have going out there on the field, it has to be able to make an impact.
What does Debo bring to this offense?
Yeah, Debo's been awesome. I haven't been able to work with Debo before on the field. I've worked with him off the field a little bit, and so him coming to the team and seeing him on film, I think it's been awesome seeing clips of him, just how he hustles. Like, he's going for it. Like, when it's time to go, that's one thing about Debo. It's all out, clearing out, whether he's got to clear out, whether he's getting the ball or whether he's not. And so it's been really cool to have him as a teammate, and I know he's going to continue to broaden our capabilities as an offense.
Thanks, Austin.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.